Welcome to the Big O. This is the entranceway to the Big O, and this is the first of two lakes that we have here on the property. This is called Spring Lake. Right now we're right at the entrance, and I'm just going to pan around here for you. That's the entrance gate. I'm going to take you on a ride all the way around the park so you can see it. This is the clubhouse. This is the center of all of our activities here in the community. It's also the site where the pool is. We do have a bathhouse back there, and the office is located in that building. Just to the right of this photograph, you can barely see it, we'll be seeing it while we go by, is the laundromat. I'll take you inside that building and show you the pool after we take our little tour of the property, and of course the lot that we're selling. Sorry for getting you dizzy, you have to bear with me, I'm just boarding a golf cart, and I'm not a pro at this, so we'll just do the best we can by you. We have a golf cart pathway here on the right hand side. It's a bicycle path and golf cart pathway, so I won't be using the gate. So over here is the actual laundromat, and of course the dumpsters. And off to our left there, that is the rear of the clubhouse building. There's an outdoor patio there and the pool. There's a gate over there that's an entrance to the pool itself. What you're looking at straight ahead of us there is the Rim Canal, backed by the dam for Lake Okeechobee itself. So now, actually, when you come on in to go to our lot, you would go to the left, but we're going to go to the right first here, just take you through the rest of the park, give you an idea what the park looks like. And all these streets are one way, except this street right here. This little stretch of street is actually a two-way street. So where we're headed right now is down to the recreation hall. We have a separate recreation hall that has the pool tables. They use it for line dancing, church services, all kinds of different activities. But it's located down at this far end of this park side. So I'm going to take you for a ride down there right now. Morning. This is a pretty small community. Actually, there's 324 sites, but a lot of folks own multiple lots, or you'll see these park models, which are generally on double lots also. So it is a relatively small community. Everybody knows everybody. Lots of activities. That's what marks this place, especially during season, but even in the off season we have activities. This is one of two external bathhouses that we have on the property. One of the things we often get compliments for is how clean the park is, and these people really do go out of their way to keep the park clean and keep up their lots, which is a really good thing. It helps us all. Now, we are pet friendly. This is a senior park, however. You must have at least one of your party that's 55 and over. Okay, so as we go around the corner here, this is the road leading down to the recreation hall. We are big on bocce ball here, so we have two bocce ball courts. During season, that's a big deal. We have storage over the rear there, and also down behind that fenced area off to my left, there's additional storage area. We charge a lot of money for storage. It's $100 a year. That's the dog park off to my left there. There's one side's for the large dogs and the other one's for the little guys. And then this is our recreation hall down here. As I said, we do a lot of things down here. We have a couple pool tables. We do line dancing. We do church services, all kinds of different crafts. So now I'll take you back towards the lot. And if I'm boring you, I apologize. This highway out here is Route 78. Fortunately, where our lot is, we don't hear that road at all. If you were to purchase a lot along that road, you would get the road noise. Just unfortunate that the highway's there, but it is what it is, as they say. just about all these parks around the lake are going to be located along the highway, either 78 or a busier 441 to the south of us. Okay, as I said, most of these roads are one way, and this is, except for that one little stretch, it's all one-way roads through the park. Now this is our boat launch right here. We have a boat launch, a couple fishing piers there, and that little screen room there, that's the fish cleaning station, and that's the rim canal. Now if you go down the rim, if you were to take a boat on out and go down the rim canal in the same direction we're headed, a couple of miles, you'd come to the lift, the lock, which will raise you up to the level of the lake itself. Now if you go 3 miles back in the direction of the rec hall, there is a public boat launch that is right on the lake, so you can launch there. Or 2 miles in the opposite direction, there is also a public boat launch that launches right onto the lake. So you got several ways of getting out onto Lake Okeechobee and the fishing. Behind me, and again in the rec hall direction, is where Bass Pro Shop's putting in that big complex that they're building down there. That's become a major attraction for the area. They've been at it for a few years, and of course all the infrastructure is being put in place right now. One of the ones I'm most fascinated with is they just brought in a new fiber optic cable they were laying well, as recently as a week ago. That went right by our park. So that's great. We do have city water, city sewer here. I'm sorry, city water. We have our own sewer treatment plant at the moment. We will be having city sewer as soon as they get those lines run through here. In terms of phone service, internet service, that sort of thing, CenturyLink does provide services, cable and high-speed internet to the park. I use Verizon. Some of the other services aren't so really good here. They tend to be rather spotty. AT&T or T-Mobile, they tend to be somewhat spotty in this area. Now they say they're going to improve them, but we haven't seen it yet. Outdoor living is a big deal down here in Florida. During season or off season, doesn't matter. Folks tend to gather outside. Golf carts is the primary transportation around the resort. I didn't even show you, we actually turned into the street that we're on. As I said, when you come in the main gate, pass through the entrance gate, you would turn left at that first intersection. And this is the street you would drive down to head to our lot. And we're not really that far away. Seems like a long ride right now because this is your first trip, but it really isn't that far. Of course, we're here during the off season now, and so there's not a lot of people about. We still have activities. We don't do them quite as frequently, but weekends usually are pretty busy. During season, just about every weekend, we've got live entertainment. We've got potluck suppers. We've got different party type themes for the different holidays. So it's a pretty active community. We don't tell the kids that, of course, but they think we're just a bunch of old timers, which we like. Now, where that red car is off to your left, that's the lot we're talking about. That's my lot. And I'm going to bring us up. I'm going to park right across the street for the moment and take you on a little tour of the lot itself. Now that fifth wheel right over there, that is Wanda's place. She is really a sweetheart, very quiet lady. She's a widow, and she'll come over and say hello once in a while, but most of the time you'll see her out reading her book in the yard when she's here. She's not here right now. And this, of course, is our lot. That's my motorhome. Now that motorhome's 36 feet long. We have had, when we rented the lot out, we've had as much as a 43-foot fifth wheel on the property. The only difference is if you park that, a vehicle that size, it'll fit, but you're gonna have to park the car on the left over here. Now the property line is, that shed is ours. It's actually sitting right on the property line, on the left-hand side there. So as we come on through, these sheds, by the way, if you use a plastic material like this one's made of, you can put it right on the property line. If it's wooden, you cannot. It has to have a 5-foot offset. Now, what I did with this thing is I reinforced all the corners and inside reinforced the roof and did things of that nature, simply because I don't want it flying apart in a heavy storm. We did have some heavy winds last night, so I didn't get a chance to clean this patio off today, and I apologize for that. Usually I would have had this blown clean. But this is the patio. Everything you see in there comes with it except the bicycle. That does not come with it. There's a table and 6 chairs, the 2 swings, the fire pit. That's all going to be left. The porch now does have privacy screens. They're all custom made. I can tell you they're very proud of those if you ever have to replace one. We went to Home Depot and it was that was a rude awakening for us. As you look around, this is the lake itself. Okay, our property actually goes to that fence. This is what they call limited element, so we have exclusive right of usage down to that fence, which is great for us because we walk our dogs there. The lake itself, this is called Horseshoe Lake. It does have fish. It's not stocked, but there are fish in there. We have huge catfish. We have tilapia. There are, I've seen a couple of alligator gars in there. Every once in a while we'll get a gator that comes on in from over in the lake. The smaller ones, they tend to want to get away from the big guys. We don't allow them in here. Once they hit 4 feet, the trappers come in and take them out. So this is looking around the property. Again, that's Wanda's place right there. Beyond her is George's. Most of these plants were going to stay because of the fact that they happen to be Florida plants. They're not going to fare well up in North Carolina where we're headed. Now, I've got my rig parked further to the right than most people would have it. The reason is my basement doors have to clear those that pedestal down there to open. So I have this rig quite a bit to the right of where you would normally park an RV. Especially fifth wheels would be much closer to that pedestal. It is a 50 amp pedestal, and of course we have our water connection and sewer connections right there also. So again, taking this around, giving you a different view. This is our patio. Now that park model over there, those people just recently bought, they've been restoring that thing. It had sat vacant for quite a while, and they've been in here working on that just about every weekend and really improving it. The other fella here in the motorhome, that's Roy. Roy is a retired Army guy, and you hardly ever see him. Roy doesn't come on out very frequently. So, and again, I'm going to take you around. And that's the neighbors across the street. That's Dave and Cindy. Wonderful folks. Dave and Cindy like to throw potlucks themselves for the neighborhood. Great place to be. They're a real fun group. Cindy's very active on the activities committee, so just about anything going on in the park, she'll let you know about it. Of course, we also post it down on the dumpsters. Everybody goes to the dumpsters, so that's where you get to find out what's going on. This is looking down our street back towards the clubhouse. Again, this is the lot from the front. You've seen this picture online, so I'm not showing you anything you haven't seen. We have plenty of parking room for our car, but like I said, it really depends on the size of your rig. If in fact your rig's longer, you would be parking the golf cart out front and your car off to the left-hand side of my rig, or the passenger side. And this is the other side looking back towards the lake. One thing we did discover when we bought this lot that we did not know is that the views of the sunset in the evening from our gazebo back there are just absolutely fantastic. That was one of our favorite pastimes, is going out and just watching the sunsets. And of course I didn't put the key in. Something about this golf cart, it tends to run better when you put a key in it and turn it on. I'm taking us off here and no way it's going anywhere. Okay, so we're heading back towards the clubhouse now. And again, this is, I'll show you your neighbors. This is George, his place. He just recently bought this too. He's been doing a lot of decorating and improvement work around there. George also likes to throw potlucks, so you will no doubt meet George. Like I said, outdoor living is something we all do quite a lot of. I didn't mention it, but the gazebo back there on my lot, which may be your lot soon, is the only metal gazebo in the entire park. So it's kind of unique, and it really stands up well. I mean, it survived Irma with no damage whatsoever. Wouldn't even know that Irma had come through here. So we don't flood here, by the way. These streets are well drained. This is the other bathhouse right here. It's the second external bathhouse. So we are almost back to the clubhouse here. Of course, this is the exit gate from the park. The clubhouse is actually outside of the gated side of the community, primarily because that's where our office is too. Now I'm going to take us around to the side here because that's where I park my golf cart. I think I also manage this park, so I try to keep my golf cart out of everybody's way here while they're using the clubhouse. I mean, even during the off season, we have groups that come down to the clubhouse every day to play cards and things of that nature, which is kind of a big deal. Bulletin boards are up there, and just about anything that's happening will be there. Off to your left there, I think you can see them. We have a mailroom here. Every lot has an assigned mailbox. We accept deliveries from everybody and anybody. Anybody who will bring something here we'll accept. And it's held in the mailroom for you. If in fact you have a package or anything like that, they put a slip in your mailbox just to let you know that, and you ask for it at the office window, and you will receive it. So of course, let's go take a look at some of this other stuff here. This is the laundromat building right here in front of me. Just very quickly, I'll show you that. This is our laundromat. I hope it's light enough to see. Of course, we get newspapers here. We have a little gazebo here. I'm going to give you a view of the pool from this angle. We'll come in this gate just so you can see it. That is, if I can open the gate. It's got a moving part. I'm not too good at that. The pool is a heated pool. My wife loves this. She's here every day. Bathhouse is on the far side over there, and I'm just going to pan around here a bit so you can see it. Sun's coming on up. It's going to be a warm day. That's the patio area over there. We do have a little bar there, and of course the grill's down in the corner there because we constantly are doing different events here. And of course, this is the off season, so we don't have all the beach umbrellas out and all that good stuff. We just keep a few out during the off season. But I'll take you towards the clubhouse. That's our kitchen area over there. They do have windows so they can serve on out onto the pool deck patio. We do a lot of live entertainment here, and a lot of we have a couple of DJs on the property too. So now we're going into the clubhouse itself. Those are the restrooms back there in the corner. Bandstand area. And that's the kitchen area over there. It's our little library sitting area. Oops, fireplace. all those posters there, those are the activities that are going on at any given time. Like I said, this is the off season, but there's an awful lot that happens here. And then that's the front doors. That's the office. And I'll give you another view of the clubhouse from up here on the stairs. Okay, that concludes it. You've seen it all.